Yo everybody, welcome back to another JD the Gamer video. We are back again with some Game of Thrones Legends, and today I want to get into the gear. So when you go into your champions, you have a list of all your champions that you have, right? You have your legendaries, your epics, your commons, all good stuff, but they are only as good, in my opinion, as the gear that you give them. So when you click into each character, you'll see on the left hand side of that character there are 4 slots. 4 gear slots. On the right side of that character is your weapon. It also serves as kind of like gear because your weapon allows you, let's click into the weapon. If you click into it, it allows you to increase not only your attack because it's the weapon, but you increase your HP and you increase your defense. Let's break it down to an even more basic, just in case you're not aware. At the top where it says 34 next to your weapon, that's the level that I have currently my weapon at. You see there's an axe with a 1032 number. The axe, or whatever you want to call that weapon, it looks like an axe to me, is your attack. The shield next to it, that's also 1032, that is your defense. And then the heart next to that is your health, 22,210, that is your health. So each weapon has all 3 of those items on it. The remaining gear pieces are individually linked to each stat. So I guess this is your outfit or your overall clothes, if you will. That's going to be your health. So that's your heart. So right now I have this heart piece at level 20. So she gets an extra 3,149 from this piece alone. The next thing is your necklace, or it can also be some type of armor in the front or a ring, anything like that. So your necklace is going to be your defense. So you see, or your 3rd slot. So let's just make it simple. So slot 1, if you click on your gear, you have 5 slots at the bottom. Slot 1 is going to be your weapon. Slot 2 is your health. Slot 3 is defense. Slot 4 is defense, and then slot 5 is your attack. Okay, so 2nd is your HP. Then we go into the 3rd and 4th, which is your defense. So it's either a necklace or a ring or flower in some cases, heirloom. That's always going to be your defensive spots. And then your last spot is going to be your attack. Okay, now let's take an even further look into this. So each character has their specific, I guess, how can you put this? So hers is a strategist. So they're set, okay, of what kind of gear you can put on them. So example, hers is strategist. Daenerys is strategist. If you go into Ned, his is going to be protector. If you go into Robert Baratheon, which everyone gets for free when they start the game, his is going to be a fighter. So each character has a main set. So that's what the type of gear that you're going to be able to put on them is what their main set is, or stat trait. So strategist. So all of her gear pieces, if you look into it, is going to be, if you see right below where it says epic, it says strategist. So all of her pieces are going to be strategist pieces. Okay. Now where it gets more in tune and in depth is the 2nd class. So there's a subclass. Her subclass is going to be idealist. Okay, so strategist, idealist. If you look here, Daxoth is a strategist, but his subclass is court strategist. Okay, and we'll get more into that in a second. I just want to show you guys the differences. So here, Sansa is also a strategist, but her subclass is cunning. So what does that mean? What exactly does that mean? So each piece has a main set stat and a subclass stat. Okay, so if I click in, if you can look on the piece that she has on her right now, Fine Pentos outfit, right? I have it at level 20. You see the green check mark that shows you what's on her. The health of it is 3,149 right now at level 20. But if you look right below that, it's a green number that says 15%. So what that means is because Daenerys' main stat is, or main class is strategist, but her subclass is idealist. So because this piece right here is a strategist piece, you can put it on her. No matter what. So if I wanted to put this Presley wear, put it on her. strategist. Okay, that's part of her main class. But because this is also an idealist class, which is her subclass, you can put that on her and it goes up 15% more. So as you can see, if we click into this, right there right above right below actually, where it says find Pintos outfit, the heart says 2,739, right? 2739. But as you can see at the very top, the total right now is 3149. Why is that? Because I have a 15% increase on that because it's also the idealist class. Okay, and that applies to every gear piece. If you see here right now, okay, I have an epic necklace on her. It is epic, 390 defense, but it is not the proper subclass. It's court strategist. So she's losing out on that extra 15%. And you might look below and say, hey, that headdress down there has 15%. That's idealist. That's true. But this is a common piece. So as you can see, the main stat for that common piece is only going to be 62. The main stat for the silver necklace is 390. So even though the subclass is there of idealist and you'll get the extra 15%, overall, it's not going to be as much as just having the base of the 390 of the epic piece. Okay. So what you want to do as you're farming through the campaign. So if we go back and you click play, each chapter has a specific class of gear that it's going to drop. So if you click on chapter 1, replay, as you can see at the bottom, battle 1 rewards. If you click on it, strategist. So everything that drops on chapter 1 is going to be a strategist. So if you're trying to increase or get proper gear for your strategist characters, this would be a good spot to go to. As you click into chapter 2, as you see below, protector. So this one would be, for example, for my team, for Ned Stark, because he's a protector. So I would need to farm this chapter in order to get gear for Ned. If you go on to number 3, it's a different one, Mender. So this would be a different class of character. I don't know if I use actually Mender, so I haven't really been farming this one. The majority of my team right now is protector and strategist. So I've been farming the treacherous level. So as you can see at the top left, you can either go normal, hard, and treacherous. And I covered this in a previous video. I've been doing treacherous because I feel like that's the best chance to get the best type of drops, is the harder level that you do. And I've been running the chapter 1, level 1, just to try to get better gear for my strategist. Okay. So let's look into another character. Let's look at Ned Stark. So let's finish Daenerys real quick. So right now, the reason why I have this at level 34 is because it's her main class, but it's also the subclass. It's idealist. So this is the best it's going to get for her in terms of a weapon, unless I get a legendary drop, which I have not seen any legendary drops so far at all for myself. I have none. But because it does have the subclass, I'm leveling this one up to give her the max amount, because the weapon gives you all 3 stats, which is amazing. I leveled this one up to level 20 because it's also her subclass of idealist. The necklace and the weapon, or in this case it's a shield. I'm sorry, not the weapon. The shield, the 5th slot, that gives your attack extra. I have not upgraded the necklace or the shield because I don't have any subclass of idealists in an epic right now. So I don't want to put resources are very scarce in this game. It's hard to get resources. Stamina is it's hard to continue to fight because you run out of stamina so quick. So I don't want to sink anything into a weapon or a gear piece that I'm going to replace later anyway when I finally get an idealist subclass to give her extra 15%. I haven't put anything yet into the ring, and that's just because I haven't done it yet. But right now, that's where I'm at. I haven't upgraded the two that don't have her proper subclass. 2 of them that do have her proper subclass, I have upgraded a little bit. And that ultimately gives her might, which is the number right below her, the gold number, the 51 to 81. That's what allows that to go up. Okay, so just real quick, let's look into Ned Stark. Same thing, but he's a protector now. So his main class is protector. His subclass is highborn. Okay, so what we need is gear that has a main class of protector, but a subclass of highborn to give him that maximum ability. So right now I haven't put anything into his weapon because I don't have an epic piece that has his subclass of highborn. This one has heralded, so I don't have one right now. This one I've gone up to level 11 because it does have his subclass of highborn. As you can see there, highborn, protector, highborn, so plus 15%. So just like we saw with Daenerys, if I click into that piece, right now that piece is at 2098 HP because that's a heart. But at the top, my total is 2412 because I have an extra 15%. Here, I haven't put anything into it, but this has his subclass. These two do not. So that's overall my thought process in dealing with gear is I will upgrade again. Resources are scarce, so upgrade very cautiously. You can, as you can see, let's just look into something real quick. So if I wanted to upgrade this piece, right, go up to the top, upgrade, because it is his main class and his subclass, highborn. So if I upgrade, if I start to put, let's just say I put these into it, get it up to level 21. That is at the bottom right hand, at the bottom where it says upgrade, above that, I'm using 209,000 food or bread if you want to. At the very top of the screen is what I have total. So if I take this one piece up to level 21, I'm going from 735,000 food down to like 500,000 in one piece just to get to level 20. Now it does go up 963 on the defense. So is it worth it? Probably. But again, because resources are so scarce, you want to make sure that you put the amount of resources into the piece that you know you want to keep and into the character that you know you're going to use. I know I'm going to use Ned Stark, so eventually I'm going to put upgrade these pieces. I like Ned Stark's kit and what he brings with his weapons and his leader skill and all that good stuff. But I'm just waiting to see if there's anything better. But yeah, he's a 2-star, almost a 3-star. So he will be in the future in my normal team, Warden of the North, Ned Stark. But that's ultimately how pieces work. Same thing, strategist, but his subclass is court strategist. The only protector. So Ghost, I have Ghost. I leveled him up a little bit, but I haven't really used him too much. His main class is Beast, subclass is Direwolf. So as you look into his gear, right here, plus 15%. Beast, Direwolf, right? This one is not because it is Beast, but Hunting Hound is the subclass. So I hope you guys understand that. If you have any more questions about the gear, please let me know. It took me a little while, maybe a few days into playing this game to realize what the extra percentage was and how to get that. Once I realized that, I started changing gear around and putting it on the right people because I realized, like for Daenerys, I realized that I had this outfit on another character that didn't have Idealist as the subclass. And once I figured out the difference of the subclasses, I was like, wait, took that off, put it on her, and it made everything a lot better. So go through, if you're just now realizing this with your teams now and you realize you've just been equipping different gears to your characters, go through and look at it right now. Take a look. Let me know down below if you were able to fix your teams with this information and if it helped you in the long run in learning how to use your gear. Okay, everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed this video about the gear in Game of Thrones Legend. Until next time, man, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.